Hey, this is Mike Omar from MakeMoneyFromHomeLionsClub.com. In the last lesson, we went over how to develop a link building campaign, how to spread out your links properly, and also how to submit articles to article directories and request links from other webmasters. In today's lesson, we're going to go over just a few more of those types of strategies. We're going to go over how to submit articles to HubPages, which is a special kind of article directory. I'm going to show you how to make mini blogs, mini free blogs that also are a source of links for your website, and then I'll show you how to, participate actively in forums and participate actively in discussions going on websites by commenting and get some links that way, and also develop some relationships with other webmasters through that way. And through all these efforts, your website will begin to become a little bit more of an authority and will start to rank better for more and more keywords. So let's begin. Okay, first place we're going to start is HubPages. So if you're at my main website, you can go to resources, scroll down, it'll be under link building tools, click on HubPages, and there you are. You can also type it directly into your browser, Make Money from Home Lions Club /HubPages, or if you're watching this on YouTube or the post that I'm eventually going to make, there'll be a link for it right underneath the video. So first thing you want to do, you're at your HubPages homepage. You can connect with Facebook. You have to sign up for HubPages, make yourself a profile, register, make a password, things like that. So I'm going to do that, and I'll meet you at the next window. Okay, so once you've registered, you'll find yourself here at the main homepage. Actually, years ago when I was using HubPages more frequently, I'd made a bunch of different accounts, so this one I honestly haven't touched in years, but it's the one I'll use for today's example. You create your profile, you load a picture and stuff. Like, once you start to use HubPages a little bit, you'll see that it's a little bit different than other article directories. They're really trying to form a community. They give you like a rating. They're trying to make this like an active community to make it a little bit more legit in Google's eyes. And if you're just trying to build backlinks, that makes it a little bit harder, a little bit more of a hassle for people like us who just want to submit articles to get backlinks to our main websites. But the trade-off is these links from HubPages end up being worth just a little bit more, so it is worth the effort to get at least a few backlinks for each of your websites from HubPages. So the way to do that, you're at the main HubPages homepage, you go to Start a New Hub. Since you've already been taught more or less how the process works with writing articles, building links to your homepage, building links to individual posts on your websites, I'm just going to move through this a little bit more quickly than I usually would, just to show you how it works. But honestly, it's more or less self-explanatory. It's the same process as all the other ones. Write a post, submit it, build the links specifically to the specific URLs that you already determined by making that link spreadsheet that we designed in the first video of this series of lessons, and submit it, get the links back to your website, and go on to the next one. So you want to do a handful of these for your main websites each. But the cool thing about HubPages that is not true about the other article directories is you can actually add your AdSense code for HubPages, and you can also add your Amazon associate code for HubPages, so that these pages themselves where you submit articles to, you will also make money from these articles that you submit to HubPages. Now, you won't make as much money as you do from your main websites, because your main websites, you're not splitting the profit with anybody. Here, you're splitting the profit with HubPages. So you will get a little bit less, but it's kind of a cool thing because, one, you're still making a little bit of money from your efforts, and two, you're still getting the added benefit of getting a really strong backlink from HubPages to your main money site. So that is why I highly recommend using HubPages as part of your backlinking strategy. So let's move through this process quickly. I'm just going to put up an article real quick, show you how to do it, and we will move on. Alright, so for this example, let's pretend that we are building a link to this, how to best use concrete anchors. The target keyword that we want to rank for is concrete anchors. So choose a title, whatever, best-selling concrete anchors. This is cool because they give the URL, the keywords, they include it in there as well, so that gives you added benefit. Choose a category. This is going to be in construction. Search, whoops. Construction. Oh, there it is. Autos. Probably this one, something related to architecture. And concrete anchors, and you'd probably want to include another one of the keywords that you'd found earlier. So like Hildy concrete anchors, just from remembering. Another one could be best selling concrete anchors. Go ahead and add as many as you like, then press continue. Next page, they have a CAPTCHA, which I'm not really sure I read that correctly. Let's see if I got it correct. Nope. Many, this, that. Continue. Alright, so here we are, and the way HubPages works is they have you assemble capsules. It's kind of confusing at first, but you'll actually see it. It makes it pretty easy to make a really cool page about whatever you want. So you can definitely leave the comment section in there, the text, edit, blah, blah, blah. Remember here you want to follow the same rules as with all the articles you're submitting anywhere. So you want to include your main keyword in the text somewhere. You want to include some of those cousin keywords. Hildy concrete anchors, best-selling concrete anchors. Let's see if I remember what some of the other ones were. Redhead concrete anchors. So you want to follow the same rules you did when you were writing your post for your main website. And it is in your best interest to write a really good post for HubPages, because unlike other article directories, HubPages, they have people reviewing your hubs to make sure that they're quality, that they're not just spam. If you can get these pages to rank, not only will they help your main website rank better, you can make money off of these, which is also good. So honestly, there's a lot of reasons to make sure that your HubPages articles in particular are really good. So definitely spend some time on them. Remember, keep your main keyword in the title, which we already did. Include all the cousins in the article text. Make the article as long as it needs to be in order to be good. Then another thing you want to do is you want to put the Amazon capsule in there. There we go. All you do is click it and it adds it. And then if you haven't already signed up for an Amazon Associates account, you should definitely do that. But here you can add links to Amazon products within your article, and then it works the exact same way as Amazon Associate links do. Whenever someone clicks on the link and they go to Amazon and they buy something, you make a commission. The only difference here is that when they click on that link and go and buy something on Amazon, you make a commission, but that commission is split with HubPages. That's how they make their money. Okay, so you get the idea. It's the same as every other article directory. Write the article, produce links back to yours. So, what you can do, you can add, you don't want to go crazy adding links, but, probably 2 per article is fine. So you could go to links, edit here, capsule subtitle, you could put something like great resources. And then for URL, you can go here, copy it, paste it in, add the link, and then you just want it to be, go according to the spreadsheet that we made earlier. You could either go for the main keyword you were going for, or maybe it's time to go for one of the related keywords. Either way is fine. Just according, follow the spreadsheet according to that formula that you were originally given. So save it. And there it is. Open link in a new tab, and it opens right to that page. So there's one link to that page. You could probably go over here, pretend this is a full article of text. When you edit this, say a keyword for another post on here is ready mix. So copy this URL, blah, 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 ready mix, blah, blah, blah. And whoops, just put ready mix. copy this, make the link, paste it in, and insert. And actually I just noticed something that looks really cool. Look, if you do this, concrete anchors, and do this is really cool. They didn't used to have this. It has all these anchors that are ready, and you can just insert them with your Amazon link. So press that there, save. Of course, when you do this, you want to make sure that your Amazon associate information is registered with HubPages, because I'm sure even though they do this, let's see, open it in a new tab. Did it work? Oops. It's supposed to open in, apparently it didn't work. But either way, you want to make sure that when you make this work and it does link to Amazon, it has your associate information associated with your HubPages account, or I'm sure HubPages will take all the money and not split it with you. So definitely make sure to do that. But in any case, the most important aspect of this whole thing, the AdSense will automatically be loaded up with every article, so you don't have to worry about including that in here. You do want to include your Amazon associates information so that anything that links out to Amazon, if people end up buying something, you make that money. But also, the main reason we're doing this, do not forget to put at least 2 links to the posts that you designated you needed links for. But that is essentially how HubPages works. So write a great article, include as many of these things as you want. You know, you could add photos, you could add more text, you could add Amazon. I mean, they've got some really cool stuff in here. You can add polls related to, you know, what is your favorite type of concrete anchor? You can make a poll for it. Basically, the more popular this post becomes, the more powerful this post becomes, which means the more powerful the links pointing back to your website are. So that is the basic rundown on how to make a great post on HubPages. And I would absolutely recommend using HubPages as another arsenal in your tool for creating links for your website. Okay, so once your article is done, you can preview it. Obviously, I didn't put an actual article in here, so if we press this, it's going to look horrible. See? Yeah, see? But you get the idea. Ready mix to my ready mix. Let's see if the Amazon thing worked now that we're in preview. Been linking new tab. Okay, it did. So that's actually really cool. It's actually a lot easier to make Amazon links than it is when you're doing it manually on your own, because instead of having to go to Amazon and look for the products yourself, this automatically does it. So that's actually a really cool feature. I would definitely recommend mixing it up. Some links to your website for that backlink authority, some links to Amazon so that if people end up clicking on the link and buying stuff, you make a little bit of money. It's a great website to make money and get backlinks for your own website, which in turn will make you more money. So HubPages, I absolutely recommend. If you want to go to HubPages, you can go to makemoneyfromhomelionsclub.com/HubPages, and you can find it in the resources right here under link building tools. Next, I'm going to show you how to make mini blogs with WordPress and Blogger. That'll also be a great resource for backlinks. Okay, so the 2 blogs I'm going to talk about are WordPress and Blogger. They're, in my opinion, the strongest free blogs that you can get online, which means they will give you the strongest links you can get for your websites. But you know, you don't have to stop at 2. There's also Blogspot, there's Tumblr. You can make mini blogs on those. You know, give those websites a little bit of personality. You know, the stronger you can make them, the better. And then those blogs, with that little bit of authority that you give them, will be linking to your main money websites. So I would absolutely recommend making mini blogs for all your websites as well. Right here, once again, we're under resources, and you can go under link building tools, and that is where you'll find these. You can press on WordPress and Blogger. So let me show you how to make mini blogs on these platforms. Okay, so here we're at blogger.com. I already signed in, and I just pressed the create a new blog button, so it's asking me the title and the address. Once again, I'm going to make a blog that is targeting my sample website, the one about concrete and cement. So let's just title it the ultimate, you know, once again, it doesn't matter. Just try and get your keywords in there. Concrete and cement home. Oh, let's change it up. Do it yourself guide. And address, concrete, and cement. Do it yourself. Is that already taken? Wow, I can't believe it. Concrete and cement do it yourself is already taken. Ultimate. None of this is? Oh, maybe it's giving a problem because of the spaces. All right, create blog. All right, so here we are at the main dashboard. They've got all the blogs below that I've made before, but the ultimate concrete and cement do-it-yourself, just press this button here. That's gonna be for making a new post. Instead of actually making a new post, I'm just gonna give you the guidelines on, how to make this mini blog and how to make it the most effective for you. So, rules for mini blog. Make each mini blog 5 to 6 posts total. Obviously follow the same rules. Each post, should be related to one of the posts on the sample guide. So if we go here, once again, there's no hard rules about this. You just want to more or less, make it a related website. So that Google says, okay, there is a free, a blog online that is about this sort of thing that is linking out to this blog and therefore, this website, and therefore that must be a related website that's basically voting for this one. So, you can make one about, well, let's say you go over your spreadsheet and you determine that 2 articles that could definitely use links are the cement garage article and the fiber cement. So go over here. Post 1 will be about cement garage. So, you could title it Cement Garages and How to Best Take Care of Them. I don't know. Obviously you have to do the research. Because I don't know anything about cement or concrete, I don't really know what these articles would actually be about. But if I were actually doing this and if I had actually made this website, I'm sure that at this point I would know so much about all these different things that I would know how to write an article that's good, that's useful, which is the goal here. You do want to put out good quality content. Doing that will give your business more long-term viability. If everything you put out there is of fairly good quality, that means every article you put out there has the potential to gain links naturally, which means that the whole portfolio of everything you've put out there gets stronger and stronger over time, which just means that overall you will rank better and better over time. So instead of cutting corners and putting out crap articles, definitely put out really good high quality ones. That would be my best advice. And if you do that, it'll just make things so much easier in the long run. So again, 5 to 6 posts total. Make sure the 2 that you plan to include links to your website on have the main keywords, so cement garages, and the other one we had decided was, what was it? Fiber cement. Advantages of fiber cement. And then 3, the rest could be about whatever, just related articles. So this is what you want to do. You want to make sure, so each of these articles should be, anywhere between 500 and 1,000 words total. You're going to make 5 to 6 of them. These 2, this one, link to main post, the one about cement garages. This one, link to main post, the one about fiber cement. Then this one could just be, something about concrete benefits. And you could link out, I would recommend linking out to an authority website so that it looks like a little bit more legit of a website. Like it's not so obvious that you built this website just to get links to your main website. Someone would look at this and be like, okay, they like this website, but they also like this New York Times article, or they also like this Wikipedia article. So this one I would recommend, Wikipedia link to a construction article or something along those lines. And then for you know, article 4, 5, article 5. 4 and 5 don't necessarily have to link to anything. And then this will be more or less the structure of your mini blog. 5 to 6 articles, each one 500 to 1,000 words. I would absolutely recommend adding pictures to each and every post with the appropriate, alt URL. Sorry, not the alt URL. The title of the photo. You want to make sure that that is also the target keyword for each one of these. You could definitely include like a YouTube video or something, a related YouTube video. Basically make these websites look pretty good. If someone lands on these websites and they're looking for this kind of information, they would end up liking the website and thinking it is a worthwhile website. It belongs in the Google index. As long as you can accomplish that, this website is pretty much safe, which means it'll be around for the long term, which means it'll provide you some really good links to your main website. One additional thing I would recommend doing is that later on, you're going to see in the next lesson, eventually we're going to take all these backlinks and we're going to strengthen those backlinks with even more backlinks that'll legitimize all of these. So some of these posts and some of these mini blogs, all of these things that you're putting up will also rank on their own for different keywords that you probably didn't expect them to rank for, which is great. And, you're putting the work into making these anyway. There's no reason not to monetize them. So I would absolutely recommend, for your blog or for your WordPress, whatever, absolutely include photos with links to Amazon, like we've talked about in past lessons. Absolutely put up links, just links within the text to Amazon. So photos and in-text links to Amazon, as well as your AdSense code on the website. And then you'll find that these bloggers, if you decide to make a WordPress, the WordPress, if you decide to make Tumblr, Blogspot, whatever, all of these, not only will they be linking to your website, giving your website more authority, they will also make money on their own. Not as much as you anticipate to make with your main websites, your main goals, the ones that you put your extra special effort in, but these will make you money as well. So there's absolutely no reason, and there's no reason not to make money off of them. You put in the work, you put up some great content, you put up some photos, some YouTube videos, some links, so absolutely you should make money from these too. And that is part 2 of this process that I'm showing you in this video. The first one, put up HubPages with links to your website. Now put up some mini blogs. They shouldn't take you longer than a day to make. That's more than enough time to write 5 to 6 articles and get those links pointing to your website as well. And every link that you put down, obviously mark it down on that spreadsheet so that you stay organized. Okay, third method I'm going to talk to you about for getting more backlinks to your website is participating in forums. It's an easy thing to do, it doesn't take a lot of time, and not only will you get links back to your website, but it's a fantastic way to actually meet other people online. Those could be, depending on what the goal of your website is. If it's strictly to generate traffic from Google and make money through AdSense or Amazon, then it's a great way to just get links and maybe get a little bit more exposure from people online. If along with your website, not only you're monetized through those methods, but say you provide a service or anything like that, if it's a construction website, but you also do construction locally, construction work wherever you're from, this is a fantastic way to meet potential clients and to meet potential customers. Forums are an absolutely great way to connect with other people. They're also a really good way to connect with other webmasters. Like in the previous lessons, how I was showing you how you could email other webmasters to try and get guest posts and stuff. You can actually meet other webmasters. It might be difficult to meet through other means that might not pay too much attention to the email you sent, but if they see you actively participating in a forum and they like what you have to say and they respond to you and you talk to them, you eventually become friends with them, then they might be more receptive to you submitting a guest post to their website with a link pointing back to your website, or simply them just linking out to your website from theirs if they like what they see. So if this were the website I was working on, the example I keep going back to, concrete and cement home guide, let's do something like construction forum. All right, this is the first one we land on. Construction-resource.com forum powered by vBulletin. All right, so if I were you and this were my website and I was trying to get more traffic to it, what I would probably do is I would register to participate in this forum. You'd register right here. You know, it's going to be like any registration place, name, password, etc., etc. Oh, whoops. Well, you get the idea. Press this, register, move on, all this sort of thing. And then just start, you know, not necessarily daily, not even necessarily weekly, but from time to time participate in the forums. You know, this is about concrete and cement. Forming and placing concrete. This is probably where you want to be. You could go in here, you could answer people's questions, you could ask your own questions, you can give advice, you can do all sorts of things that'll sort of start to establish you as someone who, you know, is a positive contributor to this community. So whatever you might happen to know about, who usually digs the trenches? I don't know what this is. I'm going to hire a concrete guy to build me a slab, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, this is a great opportunity. This guy needs a contractor, or, you know, he just wants more information about a concrete guy building him a slab. This would be a great opportunity for you to explain a little bit about how it's done, and then sign your name, and right underneath it have a link to your website. And, you know, I guess at this point you might, if you're a little familiar with how this works, you might be asking about do follow versus no follow links. For those of you who don't know what that is, do follow links are the ones that are followed by Google, and if they're do follow, they do register a little bit of link juice for the website. If they're no followed, they're still followed by Google, but they don't pass on any link juice. So there's this ongoing debate about whether do follow versus no follow links, are they worth it? Do they matter? I've been in this game for a long time. Even if they don't necessarily make your website rank higher, they look everything about your website's backlinking structure a lot more natural, which is why I recommend you definitely get them. And there is a possibility that they do pass on link juice. So absolutely do not concern yourself with no follow or do follow. But like I said before, you know, definitely become a member of a number of forums and start kind of getting the word out there about your website. There will be a lot of benefits to doing this. One will be the direct traffic. Another one will be you actually have a link pointing from, you know, a website about construction pointing to your website. Do follow or no follow, it doesn't really matter too much. Another one is other webmasters may see your website, they may like it, they may end up linking to your website naturally, and that's another link that you wouldn't have had. You could become friends with people on here that own other websites, eventually talk to them, eventually exchange links with them. It's another form of links. So forums are a fantastic way to get more links to your website. You know, if you have a post that just answers this guy's question, you could be like, hey, actually, I have the whole process for how to do that right here. Link to your website, sign your name, and then sign the link, and then put the link to your main homepage of the website. So, you know, there's just so many benefits here. Anyone who ends up at this post and has that same question will end up going to your website. Over time, someone will eventually link to that post. The more posts you put out, the more people will end up going to your website. I mean, that's just how the internet works. It's just like with all the posts you put out there. The more posts you put out there with more links pointing to your website, one, it ranks higher in Google, which means more traffic. But two, there's just going to be more direct traffic because more people are landing on those articles and clicking the link to land on your website. So, you know, participating in forums and making sure to sign off with your name and the URL of your website is just an easy way to get more traffic, more authority, and make more friends online that can eventually help you out. Alright, so the final method I'm going to talk about in this lesson is commenting, but not within a forum itself, but commenting directly on a blog. So I just went to Google, I typed in construction blog, constructonomics.com/blog. It's the first one that came up. Open it in a new tab. Just out of curiosity, I bet because it's the first one, it has a pretty high SEO ranking. So let's see. Yeah, Google page rank of 3, not bad at all. So, if you remember from the past lesson, I would usually go here, try and contact this webmaster. See, if you look on the side, once you're doing this long enough, you start to notice these things automatically. He has a blog roll. He's linking out to other websites. This would be a great place to get a link from. If I could get on this blog roll, linking to this website, it would be very, very good for my website. It'll get me some direct traffic from readers of this blog, and it would help me in the Google rankings. But today, so just keep that in mind, because today we're just going to sort of comment on anything relevant on their blog, and trying to, establish a little bit of a relationship with this website owner and also get a backlink to our website. So what would I do here? Let's try and find a post that's related to something, that would be on my website. So let's see, cement, crane accidents, replacement project, starting a new job. No, let's try concrete and see what comes up. For the best construction project of the decade. Okay, it's a little bit more related. So he's got, this isn't really a post. He's actually just asking for nominations, but that's okay. So here, you'd have to log in to reply, but same thing. You want to reply, just put your opinion about it. What do you think was the best construction project of the decade? Log in, comment, and within the comment, do exactly what this guy did. Put a link. Well, he's linking to, I guess, what he thought was the best project, but you could link to what you think is the best project, sign your name, and then have your link pointing to your own website. And if you do that, and do that for several blogs, do that for several articles within a blog, and after a while, these webmasters will start to recognize you as someone who's leaving good comments on there, adding to the conversation, adding to the discussion, and maybe at that point, they would be more willing to link from you from their blog roll, which is one of the goals we had from one of the lessons earlier, except now maybe it's more likely now that you've become friends, and also you're getting these little backlinks from your comments, which is also going to help you out. So that sums up all great ways to get links to your website. All these methods, by the way, are completely legitimate. These are all methods that Google approves of and encourages. In other words, they're all white hat methods, and they absolutely work. So yeah, essentially just a quick recap of everything we covered in this lesson and the past lessons. Once you have your link building strategy spread out correctly and all planned out, be sure to vary the anchor text all the time, and then build links through submitting articles to article directories, asking other webmasters for links to your website, either by them just linking to you or by submitting articles that have links to your website, using HubPages as a link resource, and also making money from your HubPages as well, creating mini blogs, especially through Blogger and WordPress, and then also creating links to your website through participating in forums where your signature has your name and the link to your website, as well as commenting on blog articles from other webmasters as one, a way to develop relationships with them, and two, to get those links and that traffic from your comments. So that is a great strategy for any website that you want to get to rank in Google over time. Fantastic method of getting links, fantastic method of getting direct traffic. All right, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, I know this is a little lengthy and it's a little complicated. It's also a little bit of work, but trust me, if you do this work, you will get traffic, and with that traffic comes passive income, which of course is the ultimate goal. You're investing your time now so that in the future, you'll continue to make money and do whatever you want with your time. So please leave comments or questions below if you have any, And if you haven't done so already, please sign up for my newsletter right here. And also, if you go to YouTube, click the YouTube button here, go right here, and you can subscribe for my channel. All right, thank you for watching.